Hey everyone, it's Ashley here from AscensionNXT.com, and I really wanted to do a brief video on the collaboration I did with Essence Aura Photography about a few weeks ago with Colleen. I wanted to go on and show everyone the before and afters of our Reiki sessions. So usually me and Colleen do this once a month. I think the next one we're going to do is an IET in aura photography, which should be really interesting. But today we're talking about the Reiki in the aura photography and how you can actually see the changes in the energetic fields. Also keep in mind too that these were very short Reiki sessions that I did. So it shows how much I can make a difference within like 20 minutes. Usually a typical Reiki session with me is 50 to 60 minutes long. And for those of you that don't know what Reiki is, I will give a brief description, but you can always Google online. There's a ton of information about Reiki. We'll go on reiki.org to find a bunch of articles on there. And also AscensionNXT.com. We have a longer description under the healings about Reiki. But the way that I describe Reiki is it was a modality of healing that was discovered by Dr. Usui in the early 1900s in Japan. And he passed it along to many people. It finally found its way to America around the mid 1900s, so around the 1960s, 1970s, around that time. And it really began to take off, I feel like probably around the 1990s is when it became more popular. And here we are today where you definitely hear a lot more about Reiki. So what it does is, because I do a lot of different healing modalities, and Reiki is, I feel like, more grounding compared to the other healing modalities that I do. Integrated energy therapy. I also do more of a galactic quantum healing, which is the Octarian healing, which is super high vibrational energy, and my own modality that I created, the goddess healing. But I definitely will say that Reiki is the most grounding. So it really connects you to the energy of the earth, and it's really great for balancing out all your chakras. So let's take a look at some of the pictures, the before and afters of the people that I've worked on. Okay, so the first one that we have, this person was actually a yoga, or is a yoga teacher. So she actually did a class in the morning before she came in. So we can see the chakras here. We can also see how amazing this is, how open her heart is and her throat. This has a lot to do with teaching, and obviously she's a healer, so she's helping people heal. And I advise you, if you don't know what the chakras are, please Google that online, because I'm not going to go over all of these. I'll just do it briefly. So this is the grounding chakra. This has a lot to do with relationships and creativity. This chakra right here, the solar plexus, has a lot to do with your personal power. This has a lot to do with your unconditional love. This has to do with your communication. The third eye has to do with your intuition. And then we have the crown chakra, which is all about your divine connection. So we can see here that her heart chakra is really open, but it's not green. So it's showing that, to me, looking at this, is that, you know, normally as a teacher, you're constantly giving to other people. You're not giving to yourself. So it shows the imbalance there, but it shows how very open it is. It shows too how, like, we have a light blue here. So her throat may be a little tired from, you know, teaching. And then the most important thing, this is one thing that I always look at when I'm working on people with especially with the aura photography, and I feel it when I'm Reikiing people anyways. A lot of people that come in are not grounded. So this has a lot to do with, you know, obviously this person is a spiritual teacher, so, you know, she's just super connected to the other side. But I notice this in normal people too, that aren't there, that, you know, let's say they're not connected or whatever. That the root chakra always has a hard time. And I really feel like it's, you know, our society, and we're always on our phones, and we're always in the past, and we're always in the future, and we're not really in the present moment. And this is the present moment chakra. So you could see here, if you know anything about the chakra system, this is supposed to be red. Like this is supposed to be like a glowing color red, and it's definitely like a sludgy brown. So it shows that she's not grounded at all right now. Um, so you know, it's because of probably she was teaching and doing the yoga. And she also says that she does a tradition of yoga that is also very high vibrational. It's not so much about the physical body as much as it is about connecting with spirit. So it shows that here. So let's look at the after, which is completely amazing. Like, look at this. This was only in 20 minutes. I was so amazed by this. So I feel like this is like her natural, like, you know, she was fully connected, fully within her own and not giving to others. This is like her energy field, like a beautiful violet color around her. So it really shows that, yes, she is taking a lot of that divine energy into her field. She's very open to accepting that. We have, look at how nice the crown chakra is here. Look at how open, a beautiful white color. Then we even have like a deep indigo, like usually this could be a little bit more purple, but it definitely shows that if she's fully connected to her intuition, feeling very clear about her thoughts right now. Throat chakra looks great. It feels like it still needs a little bit of a rest, but that's normal, especially after, you know, you're teaching. And then the heart chakra. So it shows that she's like taking in the energy for herself. Look at that beautiful green color right there. And then this is awesome right here. So this is, you know, these are the hardest chakras to work on. This is all about connecting you to your physical realm and your physical body. And look at how empowered she feels right now. And then we have the sacral chakra too, which is a nice size, could be a little bit more orange, but hey, you know what? It just depends on what's going on, like what your energy field needs at the moment. And then even the root chakra is beautiful. It's nice and red. It shows that, you know, her energy is back. She feels a lot better about being within her physical body. So let's look at them side by side. So we can see the differences here. Like this is her giving to others, and then this is her giving to herself. Okay, really awesome, really beautiful right there. So pretty amazing at the differences that we see. So definitely a lot more energy in her field. All right, so let's go to the next one. So this is actually her daughter. So her daughter is a college student that works a lot. So we can see again the root chakra, lack of energy here, heart chakra, again, constantly giving to others. It even has the blue in it. So I don't know if it's like a lack of, I feel like it's a lack of giving to herself. This one right here, like this has no color in it at all. This is the third eye, would have to do with clarity. You can see that that's really dull. Interesting though, it shows her divine connection is pretty open at the moment. But even the colors in this are pretty dull. So let's look at the after and look at that. Look at the changes here, taking in the yellows, even projecting the yellows. And then we have like yellow has a lot to do with power. Look at the root, look at the energy that she took in, and look at this, the third eye right here. So it shows a lot more clarity. Yeah, a lot more clarity. I think I even gave her some messages when she came out of the room saying, you know, that you're giving too much. You need to take a break. You need to give to yourself at the moment. So this heart chakra definitely needs a little bit of work, but you can see the color in there. So you can see that she was accepting that loving energy, that Reiki ray, the unconditional love from the universe, the source. She was accepting that energy, feeling more empowered here. And look at the orange just everywhere. The orange has a lot to do with creativity. So I feel like this person is naturally created. Yeah, they're created. Creative. Okay. So I feel like that's more their energy right there. But they're constantly doing. So this is what happens when you do too much. You can be depleted. And also to keep in mind, not sure if you know this, chakras can be overactive and take from others. So sometimes that can be an issue. So you can see like the heart chakra taking a lot here. But these definitely look more balanced and more in their colors. Like, look at that root. Like, she definitely needed that. So pretty awesome. pretty cool. Just like 20 minutes of Reiki. That's what I tell people, like, just come in and get a Reiki. Like, it'll make a big difference. But doing the energy work, definitely, it helps. It helps a lot. I've seen people change dramatically from doing, I do the healing packages where I do like 3 sessions every 2 weeks, and those are dramatic changes in that. Okay. So this one was really interesting because this was somebody that I have been doing a lot of healing work with. They've done hypnosis with me and other healing modalities as well. So I've definitely seen a transformation. So this was the before. So when me and Colleen saw this, we were like, wow, holy crap, like you're really doing good. Even the last time that she came in, her energy field was not like this. So we can see the energy in here and the creativity. So this person actually does a lot of crafting. They're very, very creative. That's pretty much what they do for a living. So you can see that in here with the oranges, the reds, like the feeling of empowerment in this energy field. Like, look at that solar plexus right there. So really cool. I was almost like kind of like, do you really even need a Reiki right now? But if she's coming in, it's definitely something that she feels she needs. The thing right here, though, is like, this is good, but it also isn't. So we can see that this sacral chakra, the root is pulling from the sacral chakra at this moment. So I don't know if she was kind of like a little bit distracted by something, or I shouldn't say that. I don't think it was like a distraction. I think that sometimes, and it can happen, like I said before, some chakras, excuse me, can take from other chakras. So you can see the root is really overactive here. So just a lot of energy going on. So let's look at the after, which was really weird because me and Colleen were a little confused by this, but not really, because this is the after. So this looks like a before. She actually had a huge release when we were in the room. So out of a 20-minute Reiki, she had a huge release. So a lot of times when people have releases in the room, they're drained when they get out because they're letting go of something that they've been holding on to. And that's when, let me get the side by side for this one. So that's what it feels like here. This chakra has a lot to do with your physical reality. So I don't know if she was holding on to something in this area of her body that maybe, she thought was giving her the energy that she needed, or she needed to let go of. But like I said, obviously she needed to come in. So it just shows too that sometimes when you come out, it's not always going to be what you expected. She had the chills. She had a lot going on when I was Reikiing her. So with the Reiki session, yeah, it was definitely something left her body that didn't belong there. And this is just kind of like her energy field resetting. So I was wondering, and me and Colleen were talking about this, what her energy field would have looked like the next day. We feel like it would have been a lot more balanced. But this is also an example of when you have like a big releasement in your body, you need to go home and rest. You need to go home and rebalance. This also shows and proves to people that when you come in and get a healing, we're not supposed to do everything for you. So a lot of people come in and they're like, yeah, heal me, heal me. And she doesn't do this at all. She's done a lot of work on her own. But I'm not here to make everything in your life better. I'm here to guide you. So like, this is a perfect example of that, in that I was helping her release something that she needed to let go of in her field. And she has to go home and redo or do the work on herself and help reset. You can see here, the heart chakra is a little small. And then there's a lot going on right here, and everything in her energy field is green. Also, too, the throat chakra looks really open. So I'm not sure if it was something, I didn't really have the time to sit down and talk to her about a lot that was going on. But it shows that there's something coming out that she may need to express. She may have fears, because this is also fears right here, like fears of expressing something that maybe she wants. But hey, you never know. I just feel like this, and I even told Colleen, I was like, I don't know if I want to post that. And she was like, I think that you should, because it shows like this is us learning about the human energy field, that, yeah, this is her needing to go home and reset and kind of do more work within her energy field. It shows that you're always going to need to do more work on yourself. Okay. So, pretty crazy. And then this is me before I started. So you can see pretty balanced. I always have tons of yellows around me. So this is me before I started the day. Lots of clarity because I did meditation. Usually before I do like a day of healing and readings, these chakras are like I totally and completely ground myself because I know that, and the energy too. Like I eat a big breakfast. I really try to um, do as much as I can to maintain my energy throughout the day. So pretty cool right there. We didn't take an after, but usually after sessions, my heart chakra is really, really open. But you can see the colors in here, pretty on point. Look at that solar plexus. That's just boom, everywhere, ready to go. And then we have the blues here because that's kind of what I'm projecting. I'm here to connect with people and communicate with them. So thank you for watching the video. I hope that it gave some of you a little bit more clarity. If you'd like to book a session, you can go on ascensionnxt.com. Her Facebook name is Essence Aura Photography. Oh, is it? It's essenceauraimaging.com, and that will be in the comments. So thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.